Hey guys, we're Daryl and Andrea. Welcome to Conversations at the Rock Bar. Tonight we're making margaritas.
Why are we making margaritas, Andrea?
Well, because we're talking to Deanna Thompson.
From Netflix Don't Fuck with Cats series.
That Deanna Thompson.
She's awesome. She's also got some other cool stuff that she's doing too, and we're going to learn all about it. But I'm going to get out of the way because Andrea is going to make our signature margarita here at the Rock Bar.
Yep.
It's all you.
Awesome. All right, so tonight we're going to be making our house margaritas, the Ginger Rogers. So we have all of our ingredients. You'll see them right here on the right-hand side. If you have them in your cabinets, go ahead and grab those ingredients and make one with us. So tonight we're going to be using, I have a shaker full of ice. All right. We're going to use 1.5 ounces of tequila. We use Roger Clyne's Mexican Moonshine Tequila. It is the house tequila of the Rock Bar. We love Roger Clyne's Mexican Moonshine. It's an amazing tequila. Oh, my cat purse is moving. Deanna signed it. Look at that. Isn't that exciting? All right, so we have our tequila. Best tequila ever. You can get it at all Total Wines. All right, so we're going to take an ounce and a half of that. All right. Then we're going to take about 7 ounces, depending on your glass size. You can vary this recipe, but for the size glass that we're going to use, we need 7 ounces of margarita mix. You can use anything you want. Margaritas come in all different kinds. So this is just what we're making. So 7 ounces of this. And then we're going to shake that real fast. Our glass. Pour that in there. And then we're going to top it with a little bit of ginger beer. We use cock and bull just because it's fun to say. All right. It's also a really strong ginger beer. So if you like that gingery flavor, it's great. All right. Grab our lime. And there you go, the Ginger Rogers. Now we're going to talk to Deanna.
And we are here with Deanna Thompson. How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
Fantastic.
Good.
So we just made margaritas because that is your drink.
It is.
Yes.
I like Cadillac margaritas, which is just regular like sweet and sour mixed triple sec, whatever. Raspado tequila and a shat. Oh my gosh.
It's only Monday.
I know. I haven't even had one yet, okay? A shot of Grand Marnier.
Oh.
I really like it. It's really good.
Classy. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here at the Rock Bar, in our in-home bar, we have a signature margarita called the Ginger Rogers.
Ooh.
And tell me what it is.
It is, we use Roger Clyne's Mexican Moonshine Tequila.
It's right here.
It's the official house bar.
Oh my gosh.
Tequila.
Where's it at?
It's in the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
We use that.
And where do you get that at?
You can get it at any Total Wine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I'll have to check it out.
I'll tell you all about it after we're done filming because I'll talk for a lot. Clearly, I'll talk for a lifetime.
Right. Yeah, I'm guilty of doing the same shit. So.
So we use that, just the sweet and sour mix or margarita mix, and then we float it with ginger beer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I've
then
never had that before.
It's really good.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
It's good times.
It's fun.
So thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Of course, no problem.
We had such a great time when we went and saw you over at the Space, which is like an entertainment venue here in Las Vegas. And Deanna, you were invited and did a little talk about your Netflix series, Don't Fuck with Cats.
Right.
And it was super interesting. We had a good time with it.
It's crazy because it was only 3 episodes, but it was look at that. My earbud. Terrible. They always fall off. It was only 3 episodes, but there was so much left out of the documentary, and a lot of the tech stuff that we did was left out. And I was really bummed by that because I'm like the tech girl.
Yeah.
And But what are you gonna do? You can't. I'm not the editor. So it was kind of cool to be able to share some of the things that were left out of the documentary with everybody.
So if we remember right, that was like 10 years ago that the actual thing started, and you guys did the actual investigation.
Right.
And then, what was it, 2 years ago you did the actual documentary?
Yeah, so Luca started killing cats on the internet in December of 2010.
Okay.
And then in December of 2011, and then he murdered Julin in May of 2012.
Okay.
We did the documentary in September of 2018.
So how did that come about? I mean, you guys aren't TV stars. You're not you're not celebrities. So what made Netflix decide to do this and come to you guys? And how did they find you guys?
Okay, so I got contacted from a crime writer named Billy Jensen, who is really popular in the true crime genre.
Okay.
And he was writing an article for Rolling Stone about crowdsourcing crime on the internet. And it just so happened that he got commissioned to do this article right when Luca was arrested. And in the Canadian media, it didn't really happen here, but in the Canadian media, we were on a lot of Canadian media. And they contact us through Twitter and things like that. So Billy reached out to me through Twitter and wrote this Rolling Stone article that was pages and pages and pages long. So it was like a feature in Rolling Stone. And he went to South by Southwest, which is like a an art, like a movie festival kind of thing in Austin.
Movie,
Texas.
Music, everything.
Music, production, everything.
Yeah.
And he got people were asking him, how do we contact Body Movement? How do we contact Body Movement? So he's like, I'll put you guys in touch. So he put us in touch with these producers, and there were 7 of them, different producers, and I don't know anything about, this kind of thing. So at first I was like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever, yeah.
Right.
And then we got contacted from Raw Television, who also did Silk Road, which I loved. I loved Silk Road. And they also did 3 Identical Strangers, and they also did, what's that one? Imposter.
Okay.
So I loved all those documentaries, and so I was like, oh, okay, this is the one. This is the company. And then they were like, we want to do something with Netflix. And I was like, yeah, sure, okay. And I really didn't think anything of it, I mean, I never thought anything would come of this. And this was 4 years ago, maybe almost 5 even. And so we signed an agreement with them that we wouldn't talk to any other production company until they found a platform. And Netflix bid on it, and they won, and
rest is history.
They showed up at my house. They were like, we're coming to your house. And I'm like, you can't come to my house because, my mom is in chemo, and I can't, and they're from England, the cameraman's from Italy, they're from all over, and I'm like, I can't have an international crew at my house, with my mom immunocompromised, right?
Right.
So they rented a trailer, and the rest is history, yeah. So funny.
Oh my gosh. Did you ever think that it would blow up to what it is right now?
No, in fact, it was funny because John Green didn't want to do the documentary because he didn't want to give Luca any more attention. And neither did I, really. And I was like, dude, nobody's going to watch this. Nobody's going to watch this. And, we didn't get paid for it or anything, so it wasn't like money was a motivator or anything like that. But what I always wanted to talk about was crowdsourcing on the internet, and how you have to be careful not to accuse the wrong people, because it happens all the time, And even though we didn't do that, it was part of the story, with the bigger Facebook group accusing Jane Z and this and that. So that was one thing I kind of wanted to talk about. And then the other part that I really wanted to talk about was how killing or deviant behavior domestic violence and human trafficking and all this other thing, they all kind of start with pets and killing, not just animals, but specifically pets.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to talk about that because a lot of the times you'll watch in the true crime genre, because I'm like an investigation discovery freak. A lot of the times they'll be like, oh yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer killed cats in his backyard, and then da 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 da, and so it's just kind of like something that they skim over. And I really wanted to talk about that, and I really wanted some more emphasis put on that. So I wanted to do the documentary, but John Green didn't want to, for good reason. He just didn't want Luca to get more attention.
Yeah.
But I really thought that my points outweighed that, and I also thought that nobody would watch it. And then when they told me the name, I was like, yeah, nobody's gonna watch this. I was like, I had a fit. I was like, this is the dumbest name.
But that was the hook.
Well, and that's the thing that they said. They're like, no, it's the hook, and it's your fault for telling us what Rule 0 was, and how. Rule 0 is don't fuck with cats. It's your fault. And I'm like, well, then call it Rule 0. No, don't call it. Right? Don't call it don't fuck with cats. And they're from England, so on English TV shows they say it's ass, shit, fuck, whatever.
It's whatever.
But I'm like people in the workplace aren't going to sit around the water cooler and be like, oh, did you watch Don't Fuck with Cats? Because they're just not. They're not going to talk about it.
Right.
Well, I was super wrong.
Proved you wrong.
I was super wrong.
And we do.
But I still thought, okay, nobody's going to watch this. Nobody's going to watch this.
Mm-hmm.
So when it came out, I didn't watch it the first night that it came out. I don't remember why. But then I watched it the second night, and I only watched the first episode. And then the following day, one of my work girlfriends had me and my entire family over to watch it together.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And I remember my nieces, because I tell people the story in real life, before the documentary, and they just don't want to hear it. Their eyes kind of glaze over and they back away slowly, like, what the fuck did you do? What? Excuse me.
Huh.
What did you do? What did you do? Yeah. And so it's just a really hard thing to talk about. So my friends and family didn't really know, the scope of everything. So my little nieces, who are 20 and 19, just were looking at me like, who are you? What the hell? And then, the next day at work, my boss, who I had to go tell about this when it happened, he goes, I remember when this happened, and I didn't really get the scope of the gravity of everything. He said the same thing. Who are you? What? Anyway, it was funny, but I honestly didn't think it would take off the way it did.
We're glad we're glad it did, because we got to meet you and we get to do this talk with you.
It's been cool. It's been cool to meet people, and and talk about what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
But it's still something that people just don't want to hear, with good reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Animal abuse, the abuse of the elderly, the child abuse, things people just don't want to hear about that. So, it was something that I really wanted to talk about.
Yeah. Well, and that's a good segue, because we really wanted to talk about your Animal Beta project, because if I'm not mistaken, This is something that you actually started before. Was it before that, or was it?
No.
But it was before the thing came out, right?
Yeah. In 2012, when we were getting media requests from the Canadian press, they were like, what should we call you? And I'm like, what do you mean? What should you call us? And they're like, well, your organization. I'm like, well, we don't have one. And they're like, well, you need to create one. So I'm like, okay. So I had registered abproject.org 2 years prior, just to dump all the intel that we had that we wanted to keep private. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, Animal Beta Project. So since then, we've done about 25 cases. None recently, though. It's quite fascinating, and I can get to that in a minute. But one of the cases that we did was a couple in Houston, Texas, that were doing Animal Crush, and I think you guys remember the video from that.
Oh yeah.
And President Obama signed the Animal Crush Prohibition Act in 2010, which made Animal Crush a federal crime.
Okay.
And so this case was the first federally prosecuted animal abuse case in the United States.
That's awesome.
And our name is like all over it because we identified the people in the video very easily, actually. And in other cases since then, smaller cases, but other cases since then. But lately, and it's been quite amazing, just recently there was a case that was brought to our attention of a person killing cats on TikTok.
Oh.
And so we kind of came into it halfway through, but within a couple days, users on Reddit had found her and got the police involved. And like they did a fabulous job. And the little subgroups they created were all like bootleg body moving or really don't fuck with cats, or they were all kind of like
spin-offs.
I don't know. It made my heart sing. Like I was like, oh my god! Like it's great that other people are. I don't know if they're inspired or if they're just pissed off about what people are doing, like I was. But I just thought that was really cool, and people on Twitter were tagging me in the little groups and stuff. And I just thought that was really sweet.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So other people are doing it now, and they're being careful. They're not. I hope they learned lessons from the documentary about doxing wrong people and stuff like that. So it's been really cool. I'm really happy about it.
That's awesome. You truly inspired and got fire in people, I guess, to do what's
right. I hope so. I mean, because I hope they see, like, I'm just like a normal chick, nothing special about me. I mean, I have a really strong background in computers, but that's it. That's like all I have. Like, I don't have like this crazy brain where I'm special. Like everybody can do this. Yeah. You just got. And that's one thing about Animal Beta Project is we don't work with anybody else. Like we don't talk about active cases publicly. Like I get tagged all day long on Twitter, like about cases that I'm working on right now, and people want me to say we're really close to finding this person, or we're whatever. But we don't talk about it publicly because we don't want to discourage other people from working on the cases either. And we also don't want to start identifying the wrong people.
Right.
So we're always like super quiet about it. We don't announce anything until after the person's in custody. Nothing like that at all. So I just hope people learned some good lessons from watching.
Yeah. Well, I mean, between or with the Don't Fuck with Cats, I mean, you occupied our nights for several nights.
I'm sorry.
Binge watching that. No. And honestly, being that we're in Las Vegas, it was really cool to find someone from the show that is in Las Vegas.
Right.
That was a lot of fun. So I guess my question right now is, during the pandemic, have you found fun show? Are you a TV watcher? What is your go-to? What series did you binge watch without getting off the couch and just down in the Cheetos?
Oh God, I watched so many shows, but I also worked the entire time.
Oh, okay. Lucky you. Well, maybe.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate to work for an incredible company, and I was able to work the entire time.
That's awesome.
But that doesn't mean I didn't stay at home a lot either, though. I mean, I did. Of course, I watched Tiger King.
Oh,
that was on. Of course.
Of course.
And then, the Carol Baskin memes started popping up, and that's quite funny.
Yeah.
One of my favorite shows is Homeland on Showtime. Okay. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. I finished watching that. I watched so many things. I watched Who Killed Madeleine McCann, and that's really good. I watched Who Killed Little Gregory. That was very good. It's French, but it was very good. I like to watch a lot of true crime. I mean, like Don't Fuck with Cats is like right up my alley as far as like what I like to watch. I watched the Now You See Me, which was about the Central Park 5. It was so sad, so good.
Yeah.
I watched I think it's called Time, about Khalif Browder. Oh my God.
You're giving us a whole new list of shows to watch, because I'm going to be honest, I haven't heard of any of those.
Dude, they're all on Netflix.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have like a lifetime subscription of for Netflix now, like for free?
No, I still have to pay.
What the hell?
In fact, it's so funny. The first bill I got after the documentary came out, I tagged them on Twitter, and I'm like, what the fuck, Netflix? It was like $15.99. I'm like, bullshit. No, listen. We didn't get paid for anything. Nothing.
That's crazy.
But it was a labor of love.
Yeah. Well, and we don't make any mistake. We did ask for money. I mean, we asked for money, but we learned that people in documentaries, if it's like a factual documentary, like you're telling the truth or whatever,
probably don't get paid.
You don't get paid because then you're beholden to say whatever the producers want you to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, like act like this or say this or do this or, whatever.
Yeah.
Where they really just wanted me to be myself and just bleh, which I did.
Well, now you're considered a paid spokesman or a paid actor or something like
No.
that. So, well, that's what I'm saying. If they were to give you some money, people would come off of that.
Right.
Going, well,
then,
she was paid to act like this.
Right. Yeah. And And then after the documentary came out, I was free to say whatever I wanted. I wasn't like beholden to the production company, who were fabulous. Doesn't matter. I wouldn't have said anything bad about them anyway. They were wonderful to work with, or Netflix. I could say whatever. But I'm not beholden to anybody, and I really like that freedom. Like, I can tell people on Twitter to fuck off if I want. Like, I'm not beholden to anybody.
Good.
Which
I see it.
It works out. You know what I mean? It works out for me. Yeah. Somebody was like, I'm unfollowing you, and I'm like, oh, get fucked. I don't care.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Whatever. Don't hurt me.
Okay. Have you seen me? Like, have you met me? I don't care. Are you new?
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's why we love you so much.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Well, I'll say, is there anything else you want to add other than that? We'll say thank you. This was awesome.
No.
You got to come over and join us at the Rock Bar someday.
To. Yeah, after the quarantine's over, right?
That's right.
Nothing much to add except for stay tuned.
Okay.
Ooh.
I love it.
It's like the final episode of Sopranos. You don't know now.
You just don't know.
So Andrea had never seen The Sopranos. I don't know if you did, but I watched the whole thing.
Know.
We are now binge watching it because she's never seen it, and I am exhilarated to be watching it again.
I know.
Oh my God, I've seen it like 6 times.
Right.
Well, I'm exaggerating, maybe 4.
Oh.
Wow.
It's so good.
Yeah, it is.
All the HBO shows, like 6 Feet Under is really good.
That show.
Oh my God.
Great show.
The Leftovers, have you watched that?
No.
It's on HBO.
Okay.
It's about like these people, they're just like shopping or doing laundry and they just disappear, like out of thin air.
Okay.
And it's like half the world just disappears. It's so good.
Okay.
Huh.
So, but it's weird. You have to like weird stuff. I like weird stuff.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah. HBO, and then Showtime has some good ones too, like Billions and Homeland is so good. Homeland is so good.
Did you watch
all CIA?
Did you watch all the typicals? Did you watch Ozark? Did you watch You?
Oh God!
What'd you think of
Ozarks.
You?
Oh my God!
I know. Amazing. What'd you think of You? Because that was very.
Okay, so I didn't like it.
Mind thinking.
I didn't. I didn't finish season 1. I was like, this is boring.
Oh no, you got to finish it.
Just keep watching.
Do I?
Just keep watching.
Really?
Yeah. Push through. It gets better.
Okay, because I was like, ugh, come on. Okay, we get it. He's obsessed. Okay, we get it.
Yeah.
And I just got over it. Like I don't really like a lot of too many fictional series.
Okay.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like nonfiction series, but like fictional series, I'm just like, oh my God, this is so boring.
There's some really cool, wicked twists in this one.
Okay, I'll have to check for it.
Yeah.
Now, Ozarks.
Yes.
Oh, another good one is The Outsider on HBO. Okay.
That I've heard of, but I haven't seen it.
I am obsessed with Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with him, okay? And so, of course, I watched the Ozark. Oh my God, Ozark's so good.
Mm-hmm.
So
now
good.
we got to wait like 10 years for the next one. Because...
I know, I'm so pissed because I watched it in one day. I watched season in one day. It was like my day off. I was like lazy as shit. I'm like, just a minute. I watched the whole thing. But he's also in The Outsider.
Okay.
And that is on HBO as well.
Okay.
And I normally don't like Stephen King like shows because it's so corny.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like really updated and really, really, really good.
Okay.
I'm gonna rewatch that tonight. And it's like 8 episodes. Maybe 10. It's so good.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
We'll watch it.
You talked us into it. All right. Well,
I just realized everything I watched while I was in quarantine. Shit.
Well, I think that's a good place to wrap this up.
Yeah.
We want to thank you very much for spending some time with us. Hey, that concludes another edition of Conversations at the Rock Bar. We want to thank you for joining us, and a big special thank you to our friend Deanna Thompson from Netflix's Don't Fuck with Cats and the Animal Beta Project. She is awesome. Her and her team do amazing work, and we love her to death.
Yeah, we love her. And we hope you love her. And if you like what we're doing, we hope you love us. If you want to see more drinks and more friends, don't forget to click in the bottom right-hand corner on our logo and subscribe, and give us a like.
Tell all your friends.
Yes. Till next week.
Bye.
Bye.